All the pieces for our kit home arrived last week in our test facility, and we're ready to try and build it in 48 hours. That's our goal, but this is the first time we've ever built it, so let's see how we do.
2 hours, 25 minutes.
That's how long it took to finish the floor frame.
Well, a third of the time we're doing the actual work, a third of the time we're correcting, and then another third of the time we're troubleshooting.
It's fiber cement subfloor.
Added another, honestly, I can't even remember where it was at before, but that's where we're at now.
So you're right where the bed's gonna be? There we go.
This is how I tested it. If there isn't any issue with the columns, then we can probably get started with the furniture, I think.
Only added like 15 minutes or something. That was so quick.
I mean, that one went together like that,
Yeah.
which is what we want all 4 of these to do.
Yeah, that was like 2 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
2 minutes. So we can do this in 8 minutes.
Theoretically.
Let's give us 10.
So we just had a little learning moment. They were clicking together great, just fine, exactly how we want them. But we realized it's actually gonna be easier if we put the corner brackets on top of our columns before we continue. We're now at 5 hours and 46 minutes. Not bad. That added another like hour and a bit. What we're trying to figure out what to do now is how do we install our roof beams in a safe way? They're quite heavy, obviously, they're metal. And we need to lift them high up and then bolt them into place. Yeah, not an obvious way to do this. Obviously, I think we need a better forklift. We should have a safer solution in the future. That was the best we could come up with today.
Knowing that you have to do this again and again and again makes you search for all these micro improvements in the process. And over time, you accumulate those and you end up at a flawless product. I honestly think that's pretty evident by anything that you've seen on iterated hundreds of times. Look at the internal combustion engine. That's been micro improvements over time for a very long time until it got as good as it could be, and now we're moving on to electric cars. We've iterated and improved on light frame construction as much as we could. That kind of construction is the kind that you find like at Home Depot. It's with studs, spaced 16 inches on center, with bad insulation in between. It's how your house is most likely constructed. It's how we've been constructing homes for the past 100 years. We've improved on it as much as we can. It's time to get to the electric motor. This is the electric motor I'm housing, and we're on the second prototype. Think of how far ahead this is gonna be in just 5 years. So we're currently at 16 hours and 38 minutes. The furniture is taking longer than I thought. It's just like IKEA furniture, it's just there's a lot of it. Okay, check this out. This folds down, and then you have a full pull-out table. Flips down like this. Obviously it wouldn't tip in the future because this would be bolted down. Feet gotta go down. There we go. Ta-da! That's so cool.
This is as perfect as it gets for this size.
So ideally, these panels wrap around the edge and the mirror finish is continuous. So the little experiment that we did is we routed a groove so that we can bend this flap over. We did this by hand, and so it's not perfect. It's good enough for a prototype for us to see what would that look like if we tried to do that with proper machinery at scale. This isn't the play.
Yeah, but it is the play in the long term.
In the long term, it's the play. Given we did this by hand, the optics are quite wavy.
If this were the end, like that curvature is quite nice.
Yeah. Whoop. So this is where we got to in 24 hours. We cut our goal in half, but we want to get even lower. We want to build this in a snap.
And so we're going to disassemble it and we're going to do it again. Follow at Fries Design and at GoTinyBox on all social media channels, because we're going to keep on doing this again and again and again until we get it as fast as possible. Stay tuned.